You got me, right? Hello, guys. So, I was doing my opening for my sessions that I do when I'm inviting, my ancestors, and I do kind of like a party. So, for example, like when you guys are having like friends over your house, right? Can you hear me, right, properly? Okay. My ears are very, very tuning. So, yes, I want to make sure you can hear me. My mouth will get dry as I'm doing this because I'm literally in between, here and there. So, in order to do that, your body has to be a certain way, okay? So, that's why it's important to take care of your body, okay? So, that's what the message is today. The message is for everyone. This message is for everyone because even when you think you're like healthy, you might not be, and you think you are, but you're living life and you're not understanding the capacity of what your body can do. Okay, so it's like walking around with an iPhone. What's the latest iPhone? Do you know? 16? Are we in iPhone 50 yet, people? That's what I'm asking. How many fucking iPhones are they gonna create, right? Anyways, let's stay with the topic. That's what happens when I'm in between. I can interact with them, but I can also interact with you. So it's kind of funny. It's fun. It's fun. It has nothing to do with seriousness. Not when you're doing this from that level of the perception, because it's like you're playing like a child. Because you're able to understand what is happening here because you have been there. Okay, so that's what's happening with me. So I will deliver the message in my own way, like in my own fun way. That's how I like to do it. So anyway, so the message is that we need to take care of our bodies because in order to be able, right, to align yourself properly with the creator, the ones that feeding you the information. So like if you were to put this into like our world out here, let's think about like computers or your iPhones, right? You can't use them like indefinitely, right? You have to somehow plug it to a source that's going to bring in energy. Well, the same law applies to us. That is why you see it in technology, is because we're just like technology, okay? However, you must remember that we are technology, but it's a more advanced technology. So the ancestors on the other side want you to remember who you are. So this message is for all of you who are lost, forgotten. Okay? Think about the journey, life being like a labyrinth, right? It has many ways you can go, but eventually in the labyrinth, there's gonna be like a wall, something that's gonna tell you you reached the end. You gotta walk back. There's like no fucking other way. Have you ever done that when you go to the labyrinth and you walk and then you hit the wall and you're like, fuck, I gotta go do all that stuff again? Well, life is just like that. So you keep getting yourself caught up in the same journey in the labyrinth. So the ancestors want to guide you on how to do it. So we have signed a contract between me and the ancestors. I have signed, before I came here, that I was going to do this, that I was going to facilitate the meet between you and them. And I didn't know this until like later on in life after I work on my healing. You know, understanding the illusion and where we are, that all of this is not quite your reality. It's your reality because you make it to be. So the ancestors want you to know that you can change that. You can change your reality, guys. I know many of you know about this, and you probably don't talk to nobody about it because you are like, am I fucking crazy? This that I believe, this that I know, because at this moment it's not a belief anymore. You've seen it. You interact with it. You know? You have even tested it. If you aren't like me, I like to test things. And it is real. You are the creator of your reality. You are it. So you can change your reality. So do you like what you see? Do you like what you're living? Do you like what you're experiencing? Do you? Do you really? In every aspect of your life, you love it. You love it so much that you can't wait to wake up the next day so that you can go and experience it like a child. That's how kids live. The eternal childhood. Imagine being a child, but wiser. That is the ultimate goal. And you all forgotten. Most of you are remembering now. This whole thing is real. This new age, if you want to call it new age, it's not really new age. We're just going back home. You know, we fucked up, guys. We fucked up. But in the fucking up, we have learned things. And now the ancestors are asking us to sit down and pay attention to what it is that our life is showing us about ourselves. You know? Are we really civilized? I dare you to ask that question. Ask yourself that question. Are you really civilized? Don't lie to yourself. Or do you even know what is a civilization? Anyways, because they use words to confuse us. So I like to break things down so that you can understand it. What is civilized? Well, animals look civilized to me, based on the definition of what a civilization is. Well, they don't build monuments like us. It's a different way of civilization for them. However, what I've seen with them is that they somehow have an agreement between each other. And in that agreement, they are kind of respecting each other. There's guardians, which are the roosters. They look like they're here to protect. They make sound every now and then. And what I'm understanding is that sound, there's one sound that they do that tells the entire pack that there's danger coming. You see, so they do have their own civilization. I mean, different than ours, but who are we to judge, right? Exactly. So now are you civilized? Can you say that? The ancestors know that you're not civilized, so you cannot lie about it, okay? So don't waste your time lying. They just told me that. They said, cut them loose. Off with their heads. They're not civilized. Ancestors are saying you're not civilized. The way civilization was way before this time, this repetition, we were really civilized. And the ancestors are asking us to return home, to remember those ways. What it is to be in a community, right? What it is to be human. A lot of you have different ways that you communicate this information. Like, for example, those of you who are Christians, you say you're Christians, but are you really a Christian? Like, really, have you sat down and said, okay, let me see what Christian things I have done today? And you have actually hit every single one of them. Have you? Pull out your 10 commandments and go sit down with yourself and go find out how many of these you break daily. So are you really a Christian? Can you call yourself a Christian? Who say so? Because based on what, right, let's say Jesus left, or Yeshua, now you guys are going to go argue about what's the name. Who the fuck cares what's the name? Listen to the message. That's what they're saying, okay? So, you're Christians. You're saying that you're Christian, but you're not Christian-like. So the ancestors on the other side are saying they left you the message. They left you all the scriptures so that you can follow them. They say they could not have made it easier. So what the fuck is going on? That's my translation because it sounds more fun. Yeah, so what the fuck is going on? Are you really Christian? I mean, I sat down with the 10 Commandments and I'm going right one by one. And I understand the importance of following it. I understand why our ancestors, let's say Jesus, put it down on paper to tell us how to do it. By the way, Jesus was not the first one, okay? We can date it way back, way before Jesus. You guys have this tendency that you like to appropriate yourself with things, and then you like to call yourself that you are the ones who created it. You haven't created shit. You're just repeating what was already done. It has been done before. You're not the first one, okay? So when you understand that, then you open up to really understand what is it that we are to do. The ancestors are giving me a clock. I don't know what the hell that means, but based on those prophecies that they're telling me, we are fucked. Yes, based on those prophecies that they're telling me, it looks bad for us. However, these ancestors are saying that yes, we can do it, that we still can do it before things get really out of control, and then it sets off this self-destruct. It has happened so many different times according to what they said. The number is so big, it's just a waste of time to tell you. So it seems like we are in a place, right, in a reality that somehow keeps repeating itself, and you believe that we're living a different era. In the look, we are living in a different era, but in our ways, not really. We have always caused war. We have always betrayed one each other, right? We have always lied. All of this has happened before. So that's why the ancestors on the other side are asking you to answer the call. You have been called. You guys have been called. They're telling me that how you're going to find out if you are one of those that have been called. First of all, you're going to be watching this video. That is one of the things. Based on what they have talked to me about, it seems like everything that we're living, we already designed it before we came here, so nothing is by chance, nothing is coincidence. You and I, we know each other, brother. Yeah, somehow you and I connected before in another time and space, and what we call time. So for example, let me put it into your language so you understand. It would be like, I'm here, Anna, right? And you over there just like, maybe working, sitting down, walking on the beach, wherever you are sitting today when you're listening to this. You see? Now you're there. But before, you and I, we know each other from before. So that's why with this event right here, you watching me in this video and me recording this for you, giving you the message that they're giving me, is already designed. We already chose this. It's not a coincidence. So now it's for you to realize those things, to realize the reality that nothing is a chance, nothing is a coincidence, and you designed your life. So you must remember what it is that you designed. What it is that you designed. What did you decide? What do you want? Did you forget how to be a child? When you were a little kid and you just like wanted something and you believed like you could have it, until your parents said no. Before they said no, you believe you can have it. So you just ask. You were so happy asking and so happy waiting for that gift. So when did that change? When did that change for you? You see? The ancestors want to help you because it's doable. Of course, they left a way for us to communicate. When this whole system went down, when, you guys, we betrayed each other, betrayed those principles that we have through time left behind with those people who you call the prophets. We have left those information with them. They come with it. It's already encoded in their system. So kind of like me, I can go back in there and get the information for you the same way that I got it for me. Okay? So this is the time you are being guided in the direction of the reality that you are asking you want to be in. You understand that? What that means is that you are the one doing it. They want you to realize that. They want you to understand that so that you can go ahead and find out what is it that you want to create. What do you want? But they also want you to know that there is laws that says that what you want and how they receive the information of what you want is translated. Their language is they read your frequency, your vibration. So you can say you happy with your face, being fake, walking around, say, "Oh yeah, I'm happy. Oh, how you doing, Johnny? Oh, I'm good. I'm good." No, you're not good. No, you're not good. You see, they know that. You can't lie to them. You're so used to lying here that you believe that you can just lie. There's no lying. Nobody lies to God. It reads everything. It reads you like your algorithm reads you. It reads you. You can't lie to it. So because of that, you are saying you're happy and you think you are, but your frequency, your vibration is sending another information, the truth, what they read, frequency. This language is man-made. We created it. That's how freaking smart we are. We created a language. Like any of you creating a new language, is there any new language being created? I don't know. Let me know. Okay? Because they created languages. So what is it that we're creating today? You see? So we are very smart. We can create anything. Duh. Look at what we're creating. We're creating war. We're creating a hunger. We're creating pollution. I mean, we are creating. It's not like we're not creating. No, but we're creating things that are against our own benefit. Like you're creating what's not good for you. Literally. You've been programmed to create what's not good for you. Yeah. Am I lying? Am I lying? You can get mad at me if you want. But I'm not lying. You know, you guys use all your emotions and get mad and hide instead of looking at the problem, sitting down and saying, "Oh, fuck, yeah, that's true. Why do I do that?" You know, like, why not do that? Why not do that? Why not be so freaking genuine, so honest with yourself that when you do something that you understand you are just learning a lesson there, you actually say like, yes, you know, my behavior, what I did there was not in accordance with harmony. You see? And then what you do, you look to see where can you fix it. Where do you need to tune it in? But instead what you guys do is you guys get mad. And then you want to blow up the house and all that. Human. You need to learn this principle. Everyone is a reflection of you. Everyone is walking around grabbing a fucking mirror. You're looking in the mirror. Another thing that I found out is that when you look in the mirror, remember that when you look, you're actually looking at the opposite of it. So you have to like, everything is like a mirror, but it's like an internal mirror where everything is like opposite of what you're seeing. Crazy. Crazy. So it's everything reflecting to each other. So it's light. That's what light is. Mirror reflecting on each other. And that's what we are doing. And because of that, you get emotional. And then instead of like accepting what it is that you're feeling, accepting what it is that you have done to contribute to that, and then understanding where it's coming, ask questions as to where did this thing come from. Why? Because we are programmers and we're programmable, meaning as we are programming, we're also programming ourselves. We're literally, can I say this on YouTube? Can I say this on social media? The ancestors want me to say it like raw. They said we're fucking ourselves. Who is on the other side? Yeah, that's what it is. We're literally like fucking ourselves. What animal do that? I think it's the frog. Is there an animal that does that? Can you guys please find out and let me know in these comments? Because I have these questions. So anyways, you understand what I'm doing. This is the time to accept all of that. To sit down with you, with the truth, It can be uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie to you. It is uncomfortable because I went through it. However, what I found is what makes it uncomfortable, because I always have to ask the question as to what makes it. That's why, um, that's why I do this, because I love asking questions like a child, because I truly want to understand it, because I want to do it the right way. I want to do it in the way of harmony. So I ask the questions I need in order to get the answers I need in order for me to be it. So after I did that, what I found is that as we're doing this, as we're creating this, hold on. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Anybody has questions, they're telling me. They're saying, don't go too fast. You're too fast, Anna. You learn so fast. They don't learn that fast, so slow it down. And I'm like, okay, I understand that. I understand that. Where are my Geminis out there? Any of you that have Gemini, sun, in the sun or the moon? Sun and moon. You have Gemini, sun and moon? If you have Gemini, sun or moon, you know, you are very fast learner. Yeah. You can grab information just like the air. Can you see the air? Can you feel how fast it is? Yeah, hurricanes, right? Okay, so that means that your speed is fast. You can travel lightly. Less baggage in your bag. Yeah. So you have that. You are going to learn this very fast. You know, for you, my earthers, you are my Taurus, my Virgos, ooh, your Capricorns. You guys are like, grounded. You guys are a little stubborn. So I know you guys are going to be the one giving me the hard time. But remember, you're not giving it to me. You're just giving it to yourself. You see? Try this. I want you to follow me. And I want you to listen to what I'm saying. And based on what I am saying, you're going to test how your body reacts to the information that I'm giving you. You guys are going to be so stubborn. But I want you to go ahead with your stubbornness, because you're good at grounding things. That's why energy gets grounded. Those are the Capricorn, the Taurus, and the Virgos. You guys are important in this whole makeup of this symbiotic system that we're in. You guys are the ones that help things ground, you know. We air, people. We're fast. You know, we're talking about my Geminis, my Libras, my Aquarius. You guys, Aquarius, gotta be careful, you Aquarius. Based on my observation of this Aquarius, you know, they're fast, but too fast to the point where they don't slow down enough to look at the things that when you put it against the speed, you will miss. Okay? So my Aquarius, if you don't have any earth in your chart, you need to understand this about yourself, okay? You need to understand that because you tend to move too quick, you might be missing things. You might be missing those little small things in the corner. So you have to learn how to take your time. Take your time. You guys need to take your time. Yes, it would actually, it's not bad for you, because it's going to lead you into whatever lesson you need to go through in order for you to understand that you need to slow it down. So it's going to put you through a lot of stagnation in order for you to understand that you have to slow it down. Okay? They want to show you things that you might not have ever seen before. That reminds me of the Red Riding Hood in Into the Woods. I love Into the Woods, so I understand what she meant when she said that, you know, she took a chance on that wolf. Because, you know, that wolf was curious. Because her grandmother always told her to keep the same path. But the path was getting boring, guys. So she took a chance with the wolf. Now she relied on the wolf. But it's not her fault that the wolf was the one who violated the principle, right? What is the principle? Don't betray one another. But in the journey, the Little Red Riding Hood, she obtained her lesson. Now she knows things she never knew she knew before. That means she never lost. She gained a great lesson that's going to help her in the future. If you guys never seen Into the Woods, I recommend you go see that. I love musicals. Anyways, back to this. Yeah, I know. You're very funny. You're very funny. They're very funny. So any of you that believe that, like spirits are very serious and they're very strict and, will kill you in order to force you to do things, that's not true. They don't do that. They understand the law very well. They understand that every single one of you have free will. And in that game that we live now, Earth, the free will is you get to choose your direction. You are the one that need to do it. So if you are in any society that is forcing you to be something that you're not, that is against the principle that the masters had left behind. So you are under oppression, then someone is winning out of your oppression. You better watch out for the wolf. Ow! Exactly. Watch out for the wolf. You guys got to figure out who the wolf is. Why? Because you're not operating out of your free will. And the ancestors know that. So we're going to be talking about how you operate out of your free will. But not in this video, they said. Because they want you to come back. They want you to come back because, they can't stay for too long. I mean, I can do this for 3 hours, but I don't think you want to keep me for 3 hours. I'd rather, come back. It's kind of like dating. I like freedom. I want to get to know you. I want to know if you're interesting. You see, I like to take my time. Kind of when I eat, when I savor my food, I like to take my time. So I don't like to rush. Take it like that. Don't rush, because when you rush, you're gonna miss it. And guess what? You're gonna get yourself caught up in the patterns, bringing you right back into the same result that you did not want it. Okay? So here, I'm going to be transmitting all the information that the ancestors want you guys to know in order to help you see it with your third eye. Yes, exactly. So we're opening your pineal gland, baby. All it requires is for you to allow yourself to see things differently. I know it sounds easy. Oh yeah, I can see things differently. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I have a degree here. I have a degree there. That doesn't mean anything. I've seen you guys. What you have is a programming that obviously when you went to school, they program you with that information. But really, everything that you learned, have you really researched it to see if it's true? Or do you rely on them to tell you that is true? Exactly. Look around. What career you have? Give it to me. Doctors? Yeah. Can I bring you anybody into your firm or into your office, right? And say, this person is going through an illness that you have not seen before. Where are you going to go for that information? Who's going to tell you about this illness if this illness is new? Who's discovering these things? Was it you? No, it was not you. You're going by what somebody else told you. See? So what that means is that you have been programmed. Now you can find that on your own. Since you have all that information that they gave you as a doctor, because they give you some stuff there that you can use. For example, the name for the body parts, you guys know it. guys know it by name. You have a code. You guys created a code, a program, and you learn the program. You go? Kind of like learning the ABCs, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You didn't come up with it. Somebody taught you that, right? So this information is the same, right? Me, on that part, I go by what I see. Because I can see. Yeah. You tell me what part in your body is having a difficulty. Tell me where your illness is. And I can tell you what in your mind is creating it, because you are the creator. Nobody gave it to you. You gave it to yourself. So I know that. So let me know, what are you going through in your body? Anything going in your body, send it to me, right? If you send me a picture, it's better. I see it faster. Yeah. And I can tell you what part of the body, okay, based on where it is, I can tell you what kind of traumas you have, what you've been through, that is creating that is feeding it, okay? Is feeding it. Everything is being fed. It's an energy thing, okay? So doctors, can you guys do that? You have to go to your book and find out of how many. Because can you really learn every single one of those? That's a lot of information in that brain. You will not have any time to think about anything else. You're just like a robot. Yeah, if you have to hold all that information right there in order for you to remember what illness is, right? Instead of just learning where the code comes from, the origin of it. When you know the origin, you don't have to remember all those names. You know. So perhaps you guys learn that so that you can treat your patient at another level. Yeah, because the body, it's not here alone. And you must know that. It's 2025 already. Like, you cannot be using the theory of the Neanderthal thing, okay? So why don't you use what you have learned already and then go and do some research. If there is no one doing it, I don't know. I have to find out. I'm busy doing my own things, guys. And this is one of it. They use me for this. They use me to come talk to you. You hear this thing like, who the hell signed up for this shit? That I get to come over here and talk to you, right? And that's why I'm here recording it, so I can give it to you, because that's what they told me. And it's kind of fun because I actually love talking anyways, you see? So I guess I picked the right job. I'm doing what I love, you see? Exactly. So, doctors, you are important in this. Now what you have to do is that you have to connect to Mother Earth. You have to go back home and connect to her so that she can help you see beyond your books, so that you can see beyond the books, because it's beautiful. When you see her, how she is, what that energy is, and how it all creates out of nothing, but it's everything at the same time, you know? It's like you're there and you're asking yourself, like, how? Tell me more, tell me more. All I hear is you guys playing Grease on the other side. My ancestors love to dance, so I always hear music on the other side. Tell me more, tell me more. That's that part when that girl's like, in Grease, you guys sing Grease. I got chills that multiplying. You guys like Grease? I like Grease. Anyways. Yes, exactly. They like, somebody's here, so things might change up a little bit. Yes, it's all connected. Yes, I know, they're saying it's all connected. So like every single one of you, you're all connected. They want me to tell you that, like, you're all connected. Like, it's not necessary to fight one another. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. They said when you center yourself and you are within yourself, everything else outside of you will express that. So you will see it outside of you, okay? You will see it in your surrounding. You will see it in society. So they said that the plan that we all signed up, they want me to go back to the plan. You see how they switch? Oh my gosh, you guys. Next time, I'm going to have you guys make a line and you're all not going to talk at the same time. Okay. They need order too, you know? I do this. They said that I can do whatever I want. They're not strict like here, you know, where we are like making order. They're not like that. And they want you to know that. So you should relax. You should relax. You should give yourself compassion. That's what they say. Give yourself compassion because you're too strict on yourself. You're too hard on yourself. Oh, can you guys relax? Oh, I can feel you. Oh, I can feel your energy is so dense.